What's up, y'all? Welcome back to AttaGirl podcast.
I'm Cam.
And I'm Riley, and we're so excited to be back with you guys. Lots have been happening.
Oh, yeah.
Living life, enjoying life, but lots going on.
I got pulled over this morning. Tidbit.
Golly, that's the worst. Fun fact, knock on wood. Oh my gosh, this stresses me out. But I've actually only ever gotten pulled over one time, and it was because my tag light was out. Get home, dad checks it. It wasn't out.
What in the world?
Right?
They're just trying to bother you?
I was crying.
I've gotten pulled over lots of times, but I've been lucky. I've never gotten a ticket. I did once, but anyway.
Well, see, the nice thing is since my Jeep is a 5-speed, there's a max top speed.
Sure.
So I can't really speed in it. So that's kind of saved me. Oh, well, over the weekend I was hanging out with my family and I was trying to find a Dropbox code or my username and all that stuff. So I'm going through my notes because I'm like, I know I have this Dropbox somewhere. And I stumble across a text that I sent my ex when I was in high school.
Okay.
So I used to always draft my texts in my notes.
Me too.
So
I've done it.
Yeah, reread them, make sure it's good before you send it.
Send it to your friends. Yeah. Get a proofread.
Yes. And it made me so sad because I sit here and know who I am today, but I forget the person I was in high school.
Yeah.
Or even a few years ago.
How far you have come since.
So I'm only going to read parts of it. But I texted and I said, I'm struggling so bad right now, babe. I feel like I was on such a high and now I'm at such a low. I thought I would be going on a cruise for spring break, but then didn't get invited. Thought I was going to the beach with Julia. She's going with Keegan. I thought I could run track and rush, but I can't. I was so pumped for Sadie's, but I didn't feel pretty at all that night, especially after seeing a girl he used to have a thing with. It made me mad at you because I wouldn't have felt that way if you hadn't done what you did with her. You also didn't slow dance with me, and I looked over and she was slow dancing with her boyfriend, and that's kind of all I wanted from you. Blah, 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 blah. Then I said that I feel like I'm not going to vault in college. I've failed my younger self. I won't be reaching my goals. There's so much pressure right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to have fun anymore with anything in life. I keep looking too far ahead and I don't live in the present. I hate my body right now. I feel like I don't know how I want to look, and no matter what, I won't ever be satisfied. I feel too fat, then I feel skinny. I lost my butt and I've never had boobs. I have no self-confidence. I feel like everything's gone downhill. I don't feel pretty anymore. I have no friends. I only get to see you twice a week. I feel like I'm not in a happy place right now and I don't know what to do. Life just kind of sucks.
Riley. No, but seriously, that is so common. I think I probably have sent a text identical to that.
I just was like, oh my gosh, because growing up, and one thing I talked to my parents about because I shared that message with them, and they were like, Riley, we had no idea.
Right.
And that was senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And I was like, honestly, I guess I didn't know either because I was going through it, but I didn't really know what I was going through.
Right. Yeah.
And then for them, they were like, we always thought you were super confident. Where did we fail as parents? And I thought to myself, I've always been confident. Yeah. Growing up a gymnast, I was powerful. I was strong. I was an athlete. I was really good at what I was doing. I was seeing success. So where I had a lot of confidence in that area of my life.
Yes.
I think because I'd quit gymnastics. So this is a turning point where I'd quit and I was pole vaulting. So I think I just didn't know who I was. I had an identity crisis. But I remember having no confidence. I remember getting so mad at him because he wasn't complimenting me enough. I was looking for reassurance and confidence from him.
Yeah, validation.
Yeah,
in somebody else. It's so common. I've been through that 1,000 times.
And I think I went through that until senior year of college.
Yeah. I think a lot of women associate confidence strictly with looks.
Yes.
And once you realize and break past that thought, the whole world opens up for you. Truly.
That in comparison.
Yes.
Because I think that's what I was doing so much in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to college, and dating wasn't bad until that 2.5 year period where we both,
Yeah, right.
and our confidence plummeted even more.
Right, yeah.
And we were constantly trying to be enough
Yeah.
for this person. And while during all of it, it sucked because I compared myself to every single girl he followed.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Comments. He was commenting on girls' pages.
Yep.
And I mean, even what he was liking, I was one of those crazy girls.
No, I did the exact same thing.
And then I was like, well, I look nothing like her.
Oh my gosh, that was my biggest complaint because all of the girls that he would like, follow, whatever, talk to, unfortunately, they were all very like edgy, strange, like, you know what I mean?
Yes, no, that was actually the same for me.
Yes, they were completely tatted, like black hair, edgy.
Stop. Wait, this is
seriously.
No, actually, we've never talked about this before. That's crazy because
Same.
I'm not kidding. Black hair, covered in tats, lip filler, like crazy, boob job.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
Lashes.
And it's not like they were pretty.
Yeah,
and,
but not taking away from those girls at all.
But look at what we look like. We're opposite.
Like, complete.
That had me completely mind boggled because I was like, how do you tell me you love me and want me and think I'm beautiful and all this stuff when this is what
that's what you like.
Yeah, obviously.
Clearly, like you literally like it.
Yeah. That's what you're going for is what I felt like. So I also had that same identity crisis.
Yes. And so that, I mean, and that happens when it happens over and over again.
Yeah.
And then you bring it up and then it's you have an insecurity. Oh, it's your problem. No, you need to be more secure with yourself.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to be more secure with myself when you are not helping the situation? I'm trying, but you're making it really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was going through all of that sucked in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we got on the other side of it, we spent all that time proving who we were to ourselves.
Yes. That's such a good point. And I don't think that I've even thought that far. Like I thought I just like made it to the other side and I'm like, whew, that was tough. I did it though. It's because this whole time we've been putting in work for someone else, and at the other side of it, it was just us that got to appreciate it.
Yeah, and learn what we love about ourselves.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point, and I stick to this, and I mean it when I say this. I don't get offended or upset when a guy turns me down. It's more like disappointed that they don't see what I have to offer. Yeah.
I feel the same way. I've been... Just recently, even, I liked this boy so much, truly. And I'm the type of person, like, if I have a crush on you, like, I have to make sure, this might sound psycho, I had to make sure every aspect of you will fit into my life.
Yes.
And he did. Like, the version of him in my head. Who knows, really? You never know. But the version of him that I saw.
This? Oh, no, I don't know. I don't think I know.
No, you do, but truck driver...
Okay, yes.
Truck driver man. Oh, we have our first boy with a nickname. He just doesn't like me. He just doesn't. Like I put in so much effort and it's fine. Like I had to really look at myself and be like, dude, shut up. Like you're good.
Yes.
Who cares? Like I keep Snapchatting him and be like, hey, when can I see you next? Blah, blah, blah. Like whatever. And I just keep getting like wishy-washy answers or either just rejected.
And if he wanted to, he would. Just like if she wanted to, she would. It goes both ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
You can't look at it like you're getting rejected.
No. And it doesn't do anything to my confidence when a guy isn't interested in me.
No.
Because for me, it was the guy who ended up ghosting me.
Right.
I guess we can call him race car driver.
There you go.
Or drag racer. He's a drag racer. There we go. Drag racer man. I really liked him, and I've been so against wanting to be in a relationship.
Me too.
And then we were seeing each other off and on, and it was great, and I really liked him. And then he just started ghosting me, and then flat out ghosted me. And I honestly thought I was going to be devastated. I was like, oh no, the day is here. And I was fine. Because I also was thinking to myself, if he can't acknowledge what I have to offer, that's on him.
Yeah.
That's not on me.
And also, like, I've had to really take an unselfish look at it, too. Yeah. Like, I am so in my head, and I'm like, no, but I have this, and this, and I can do this, and I would do this, whatever. They might have so much going on that I don't fit with them. They might be putting myself in their world and realizing that there's qualities about me that wouldn't fit. Right. And that's fine.
That's okay.
It's so normal.
Yes.
And I get so worked up and selfish, truly.
Yeah. I mean, we all do.
And it in the past, now that I'm on the other side, I'm grateful. But in the past, it would get me to that point of feeling like, oh no, I'm just not good enough. Like, they don't like me because of this about me and this about me. No.
And then it also gets exhausting constantly proving yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I would come home and talk about my grades to prove, I promise I'm smart.
Yeah.
I would talk about practice, and I'd want to compete so well to be like, you can be proud of me, I'm athletic.
Yeah.
I would try to cook and clean and do laundry and take care of him to show him, no, I can, take care of you. And I was trying to take place as his mom, and that is not my role as a girlfriend.
You were giving wife qualities to a boyfriend.
Yes.
We've all been there.
Yes.
I've done that. Oh, so many times.
But truly, now it was the biggest blessing. And another thing I found is during all of that, I created a Pinterest board called Amen to That.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of, uplifting. Eventually, you will meet a man who's tired of games too, and his loyalty will match yours.
Perfect. Amen to that.
Lots of different things. And then our AttaGirl Pinterest inspo. Yeah. One thing I love is talking about yourself. Choose a good heart, not a good face.
Yes.
That's what you're looking for, and yourself. And then also, you are only as pretty as you treat people.
Yes.
And so then your mind starts shifting from comparing yourself to how all these girls look
to personality.
Yeah.
Because once I realized that there's so many times, and I'm not like gassing myself. Well, you know what? Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
As you should.
Not in a cocky way, but once I realized that I am a lot of the time the funnest in the room.
Absolutely.
Like, truly.
Yes.
And I don't give a crap.
No.
Like,
no,
I will look stupid in front of the president.
You are the
and
only
not care.
person that can embarrass yourself.
Yes,
no one else can embarrass you.
It does not bother me. You might be snickering in a corner like, oh my God, what's that girl doing? I'm having a blast.
Yes.
What are you doing?
It encourages me to keep going. Like, oh, you want to look and make fun? Watch this.
Yeah. I'm going to do the splits.
Yeah. Yeah, keep watching.
I'll do a backflip right now.
I'm going to make you not be able to take your eyes off me.
No, really. Once you realize that the personality is what matters, and that's where you should be pulling confidence from, you're truly unstoppable.
Well, and because if you think about it, looks might get a guy, but what keeps a guy?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
But I think that's what keeps a guy, I guess.
And I also think it's a maturity thing with guys is at a young age, they are looking for what looks good. And we look amazing. I'm not down on us by saying we don't look good. All we've got is, I'm not saying that, but all we focus on right now is personality. But a guy, I mean, they're looking for the biggest boobs in the room, the bright blonde hair, I don't know what they're looking for. But that's what they're looking for especially right when you get to college. And then once guys kind of realize, oh, I need a wife one day. What qualities do I want in a wife?
Yeah.
And so girls, even if you're a freshman or a sophomore or just in college, you just got there and you feel, oh my goodness, I have to sacrifice this about myself just to get his attention. Or if I just send that one picture, maybe he'll like me more.
Yeah.
No. It's worth the wait to discover and find yourself and find your confidence and be true to yourself, because the right guy is going to come around, even if it's later on. And even just your reputation and the type of person you are. At the bar I work in, Rhythm and Brews in Tuscaloosa, our door guy, he's so funny because he'll always be like, Riley, you're just so pretty. I'm like, thank you. That's so nice. But I know there's 10, 15 other women in here that are prettier than me. And he goes, yeah, but I would put all my money on you if a guy had to have a 60-second conversation.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And I said, thanks. That's so nice. But I'm proud of that. I'm not comparing myself to all these other pretty women in the bar. And I don't go to a bar to find a man or for the attention. Yeah. I go to have a good time.
I think that's what a lot of guys can't understand, because sorry, boys. A lot of guys are going to bars to find women.
Yes, absolutely.
That's their main goal for the night.
Yes.
Women are there to dance genuinely.
Yeah.
Just dance and have fun with their girlfriends 99% of the time.
Even sometimes have fun with guys while you're out, but not go home, not anything more than that. It's a fun night.
Yeah.
But you, as a female, you don't have fun when you're constantly looking around and being like, well, do you see what she's wearing? Oh, do you see her hair?
Yeah.
Do you see? And here's one thing too, I'm going to say, confident women don't talk crap about other women.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember the last time I just sat there and picked apart a girl.
No, not anymore.
I mean, when I was in that relationship, every girl that I was jealous of.
Oh, I hated them.
I mean, I would say she's ugly. And that is, I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I was so hateful to so many women that didn't do anything to me.
Yeah, and they weren't ugly.
They weren't. No, they weren't.
Unfortunately. I wish they were, but they weren't.
Well, me too. I wish there was like something actually where I was like, yeah, ugh. But really, there wasn't.
It sucks, but.
Dadgummit.
Just kidding.
It's just so true that what makes you pretty is not what's on the outside. It might be a first glance, or even when I meet a guy. Mm-hmm. Yes, as long as he's someone I'm attracted to, I'm going to talk to him. But your personality makes it or breaks it.
Right.
It makes you 10 times more attractive.
I mean, I have had so many people tell me like, I mean, yeah, like you're a pretty girl, but once I got to know you.
Yes.
Every time. I mean, just like clockwork. I just know the conversation that's about to happen. Do you know how many times I've gotten pulled into like a solo dolo conversation? Like I just had to get you alone to like.
Really just get to know you better.
Yeah, I just had to get you alone because, I mean, the way I feel is insane to me. And I've never felt this way so quickly. Or
you have like this magic.
Like you just draw people in.
Yes. And then people feel like they can tell you everything.
Even yes. Oh my gosh. I just want y'all to know, if you think that there's a secret about anyone, I probably know it. Probably. Because they told me.
Yes.
I don't know why. But I love it. I'm glad that people feel like they can talk to me, but I know everyone's secrets. I'm secret keeper.
Personable.
Yeah. And like.
Genuine.
And so non-judgmental.
Yes.
I could not give a. You could tell me. You could genuinely tell me like, hey, like I had a bad night. I murdered my best friend's husband. Whoops. And I'd be like, oh, it's okay. Like, what are you going to do next?
Yeah. It happens. We all get frustrated at times.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. No, but I mean, not literally. I'll give you a talking to. Yeah. If you're really messing up. But
like Kelsey Ballerini. Yeah. If you go down, I'm going down too.
No, literally. That's how I am. But the person, like even this job I just got.
Yes.
I interviewed. Did I genuinely have every qualification they were looking for? They've told me straight up no.
Right.
But of all of the other people that I interviewed who had it on paper, they said, like my big boss.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know, you stuck with us.
Yes.
Like after I interviewed, I got a call. He was like, yeah, we'll call you in like a few days. I got a call an hour later, like, yeah, you got the job. Yeah. I'm like, oh, perfect.
Amazing. I needed that. Thanks.
Yeah. But really, it's all about, because I didn't go in there completely confident in the job set. Right. You know, confidence comes from a lot of places and you apply it everywhere. It's not just boys. It's not just, whatever. Right. But I was confident that I was going to have at least a good conversation.
Yes, absolutely. Because and part of it too is when finding confidence, you learn how to be comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
So it is so much easier to talk to people.
Yeah.
And even network or job interviews or meet people out at a bar. When you're comfortable in your own skin, having those conversations isn't scary.
And I think too, I've always had at least one friend that I was good bouncing off of.
Absolutely.
And I think it's because finding good women to surround yourself, or men, whatever, to surround yourself with, there's no competition between the two. So the bouncing off is genuine. Like you don't feel like you're competing and like outdoing each other the whole conversation.
Oh my gosh, that is such a true statement.
Yeah. I think when you can feel genuinely confident in your own skin and you're not competing with your girlfriends, and because I've been there too, like it's a horrible feeling. You find good people to surround yourself with. You love yourself.
Yeah.
You love everyone around you.
Yeah.
You're good.
It's just good vibes. Yeah. Off of good vibes. Like that's honestly your energy just carries and it's being matched, and that's one of the best feelings is when you finally find that group of girls or guys that make you, and they allow you to be yourself too.
And you have no inclination that there's talking bad about you behind your back. And like, I do not, the current friends that I have, like, I mean, I understand maybe ranting about a friend, like that's so normal.
Sometimes, yes,
so normal. But like, just dogging me behind my back over nonsense, I don't have that friend.
I don't
Thank
have
God.
it either. I mean, it took time to get there, but and I think that also is part of confidence growth, because I mean, it's hard when you're already not confident and you find out friends are talking bad about you, and then you're dealing with relationships. It is hard navigating life and finding your confidence and finding yourself. But it's like you finally get to this point, and I'm sure it happens sooner for others and later for others, because for us, it kind of happened through our relationships. Mm-hmm. And then also, I think for me, I also found friends that stuck with me through all of that, and friends who just resented me for staying as long as I did, but they didn't get it. So you just kind of really navigate so much in life, and then you get to this point where now I'm surrounded by so many positive females. Yeah. And girls that aren't jealous, but they lift you up, and it's a good time when you go and do things with them. And then you're confident in yourself even when you are approached by people at bars or at the grocery store or wherever, the gym.
And a lot of it comes from genuinely just not caring.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
And it's so funny. You know, it's so funny. You hear that all the time growing up. Oh my goodness. As soon as you can learn to not care. And you like, obviously you're like, oh, I don't care. But you do.
Oh my gosh, you care so much.
Once you don't care, you're like, oh wait, I used to actually care. Yeah. Now I actually don't care.
Once you genuinely don't care, oh my gosh, you feel so free.
I mean,
it's freeing.
You don't stress about what you're wearing.
No.
Am I in the dress code? Great.
That's all I need. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As long as I look appropriate for the function, I do not care. Nope. But I will admit, like, I mean, there have been times, and even like recent, like I have edited a picture, like, oh, it's kind of looks funny or whatever, but like, I've been lucky enough throughout my life to not let body image, confidence, whatever, hold me back. And I think a lot of girls do that, and it's so normal. Like, I've had friends in the past that would skip high school because they had like a big pimple on their forehead. Yeah. They would skip 3 days
and before. And I also both went through
and I think that was like
Accutane.
I'm really glad that I did.
Me too.
Because actually having so much acne at all times. Yes. Like, just
it didn't matter. Makeup didn't help a thing.
I think that actually helped my confidence in a very strange way, because it
you had to learn to not care what you looked like, because you couldn't control that.
Yeah, it was so it was just unmanageable. You couldn't cover it. It hurt. It was horrible.
Like, for me with workouts, I mean, my face would get so red, and they'd get even more red and sweaty, and I can't wear makeup to workouts. So I mean, I just had to be like, here I am, you guys.
This is what I look like.
Please just love me for me.
Yeah. But it was actually beautiful at the end of it. Like, once I got rid of it, I realized, like, oh my God, that was really actually, that helped me.
Because if you can go out and about without makeup on looking like that, meh.
I mean, and when I say my acne was bad, pizza face.
Well, when I show pictures, because people don't believe it, and I show pictures,
me too.
And like, nuh-uh.
Me too.
Yeah, it was all here. And
mine was my entire face, forehead, cheeks. I was lucky enough not to scar, because they were.
I was gonna say, you're very fortunate. I scarred. I've been getting the little treatment to help get rid of the pin or whatever.
A lot of mine weren't under the skin. I think that's why I didn't scar.
That's nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of it was hormonal down here, but.
Yeah. Anyways, golly, that stupid acne. I could go on and on about it.
I could.
And
seriously.
that Accutane.
Oh my gosh. I still am an Aquaphor.
Yes.
Girl.
I know. If you aren't obsessed with Aquaphor yet, go on Accutane and you will be.
I call myself Aquahor. That's not a funny joke.
Yes, because I mean, I have it in my purse. I have it in my car.
I have 2 at work.
Yes. And I mean, I have tubs of it too.
No,
not
me too.
Just a squirt.
Me too.
Anyone need some? And I always offer it. I'm like proud. Like, hey, anyone need Aquaphor?
No, please take my Aquaphor. You'll really appreciate it. I promise.
But all of that, really did help. And another thing I'll say, because people ask me this a lot actually on social media, how are you so confident? Have you always been confident? And I always say, no, I haven't been. I mean, to an extent, yes, but no. Part of it too, for me, I'm very fortunate that my mom is as strong of a woman as she is. Yeah. Because growing up, we never focused on looks. It was always your grades or your sport or how you treat others, your heart. Your heart makes you pretty and it makes you ugly. So I'm very fortunate to have had that. And then even with boys, I mean, I have friends to this day who send pictures to guys they are not dating, to guys that they've spoken to maybe on the phone once or twice.
Right.
And they're just hoping this makes them stay.
Yeah.
And my mom, honestly, anytime in high school a guy ever asked me to send pictures, she'd say either tell them, why see a picture when you can see it in person, and then I never have to see them in person. Yeah. I was like, Mom, ooh, that's kind of good. Spicy. And then number 2, just say, sorry, I value myself. I have more self-confidence than that. And I would say that.
I have done that more. So I have sent pictures before. I think everyone has at one point or whatever. I got burned with it one time because an ex didn't want me to break up with him. Mm-hmm. So
that's another thing, ladies. Guys that you might trust in the moment.
Yeah, I trust him with my life.
In the moment, you might trust them and you might think there is no harm. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm just saying, be smart about it.
But I'm just honest with boys now. Like, you don't have to come up with some grandiose excuse. No. Just say, hey, I'm not really comfortable doing that.
Well, and
it's so easy.
Truthfully, ladies, you have to know your worth and your value. Yeah. You are so much more than just your body or what you look like. God, or for a guy to be like, dang, she's hot. You don't need that. You don't need that validation because you are truly so much more than that. And don't ever, because then that also makes you feel like you're just that to a guy.
Yes.
And that doesn't help your confidence.
No.
So that's just another thing that's kind of just been on my heart is I get so sad and friends will try to defend why they did it. And I'm like, you're 23, 24 years old. You don't know this guy. And it's not going to make him stay. What it is he's going to get what he wants and he's going to leave. Yeah. It does the opposite.
Yeah.
The harder you play to get, I mean, I don't like playing hard to get, but the harder you play,
I mean,
the more he wants you.
And because the more, and I hate to like talk like this because like, there's no judgment.
No, absolutely. That's another thing. No.
There's no judgment, but it's genuinely like, guys are more drawn to,
they're physical human beings.
Yeah. But like longevity.
Oh, they're not drawn. Yeah. Yeah. That's not gonna want to date you. They're not gonna want to date you.
And I hate that.
I know. And like I said, no judgment, ladies. No. I mean, it's more of like me saying this to protect you. Yeah. It's nothing's out of stuff. Yeah. I just hate seeing that with my friends.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I think part of it is because I now am so firm in who I am that, I mean, it's so easy for me to say no. And that's another thing now navigating dating. Yeah. Because we know what we have to offer, our self-worth, like we are very confident. It's so much easier to navigate boys. And if you're not up to this standard, sorry, no, like I'm not looking for anything. Right. Oh, no, not tonight. It's so easy to say no when you are confident and you have the power.
You really do. I think women don't realize that. Women do not realize how powerful you truly are, especially if you're confident and you will tell it straight. I mean, men, I hate to say it, but they love it.
Oh, and they do. And then you do have all the ball is totally in your court. Yeah. And you don't know you have the power until when you get it, you're like, oh, wait, this is fun. Yeah. And then you navigate and date. And I promise you, ladies, I mean, it has been so much easier. Yeah. So, yeah, confidence. I don't know. I think I'm so passionate about this because I see so many women who aren't. Mm-hmm. And I just want to give an ounce of mine.
Yeah. No, really. And I would give all of mine away
to see someone else.
Yes, truly, because it's such a freeing, just complete feeling, I think.
Yes. And your anxiety, like my anxiety has been so much better because the things I used to be anxious about were things that were killing my confidence. Yeah. So if any of this helped, oh my goodness, even just one person, that would make my entire year. Yeah. Honestly.
Just remember, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
It's really not. People love you for you.
Yes. And write down things you love about yourself. That's one thing I started realizing, or what are the qualities about me that I love? And I want someone else to acknowledge these things about me. And once you kind of start looking at it that way too, if a guy doesn't appreciate your heart or how smart you are or how driven you are. It's not a guy you want. You want them to see those qualities that you love about yourself.
Definitely.
So keep discovering yourself. Learn to be confident in your own skin, because I promise you it is a life changer.
Yes.
And just know we are here for you.
Always. Oh my gosh, I would love a DM.
Please. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I would love for y'all to DM and say, hey, Cam, blah, 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 blah. This has happened. This boy did this. I would love that. That would actually make my world.
Yes, please do.
I want to talk to you.
We will answer all of them. I promise.
Oh.
So we love y'all, and keep being that awesome woman that you are.
Definitely.
AttaGirl, you're doing great. Keep it up.
So good.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.